Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hello Dave. I got a bunch of news for you, lots and lots of good news this week. We're going to start with Elite Dangerous, where Frontier has teased us a little trailer for what we can expect to see in Update 17. And with it, we also got a launch day for the update. We now know that Update 17 is going to be on October 16th, which is about a month away from now. In terms of the teasers, you might have seen it, but if you haven't, I'm just going to show it here and then we'll talk about it afterwards. So, what do you think of that? Clearly what we're seeing is there's something's going to happen, I think, with the what we previously called the Thargoid bases, that we now know are crashed Thargoid Titans. You know, these where there's this room in the middle and we can go and we can activate it and all that stuff. It seems like they can now be activated further. We saw some kind of spire that looks like it was glowing or doing something. So it looks like that some of them is maybe going to be more reactivated than they were before, or something else is going to happen there. So I think something's going to happen around the Thargoid bases. And secondly, it also looked like there towards the end that we are seeing some kind of new surface level skimmer, Thargoid skimmer. We saw with the 2 cones of light. I don't believe we've seen that one before. So we're getting some kind of new surface enemy from the Thargoids. Again, we don't know much more than what we've seen here, but it does look like it's going to be another Thargoid intensive patch, and we'll see how much content there is in the patch, if there's anything that's worth taking a look at. But at least we'll know on October 16th. Okay, moving over to StarField. Mod support and a new DLC for the game has already now been confirmed. Todd Howard has mentioned in an official interview that they are planning to have like the official mod tool being released in 2024, so that'll be next year. Of course, we're already seeing mods that are being added to the game, but of course they are limited by not having an official mod tool. So when that comes out next year, I think we can begin to see much more detailed mods, and people are going to begin to make their own quests and stuff like that. Right now, a lot of the mods we're seeing is like changing UIs and performance optimizations and those kind of things. And I think when the proper mod tool comes out, we're really going to see an explosion in the mods and the abilities that the mod makers have with those tools. Also, the DLC has also been confirmed. We already knew there would be a DLC. It was part of the premium whatever pack that also gave you early access. There's not a release date. It is to be determined. It's probably not going to be, I don't think it's going to be next year. I think it's going to be further down the line. But at least DLC has been confirmed that it will be coming at some point in the future. And also more good news coming out of StarField. Bethesda apparently listens to the community. There's been a lot of feedback to the game here now, about 2 weeks after the initial launch of the game, about things people really found to be weird and missing from the game that they thought, why is this not here? And Bethesda has now responded to some of that criticism. It was a follow-up after a hotfix we got on September 13th. They said, first of all, that we can expect to see updates coming at regular intervals. So September 13th, 2 weeks after initial launch. So we would probably expect them to see maybe pushing out hotfixes every 2 weeks, which makes sense if they're running a standard Scrum setup with a 2-week sprint, stuff like that. It would make sense to push an update every 2 weeks. But some of the things that they also commented on, Bethesda, that they said that they are working on, as one of their highest priorities right now, is DLSS support. So that is the NVIDIA version of the AMD upscaling that we have right now. So for all of you guys out there on NVIDIA graphics cards, you have something to look forward to. There should be some performance coming your way pretty soon, with the DLSS update coming later. Also, field of view sliders are also been confirmed that it is one of the high priority items they want to add into the game. There are mods out there already where people have added it in, modded it afterwards. But obviously this is something they want to add in as a native support. And also stuff like brightness and contrast controls, which also seems weird that it is not in the game. But that's also something that we're going to get. So we can tweak that and we don't have to install external mods in order to control that. But all those things are on their high priority list. There were a few other items on it. But I think those are some really, really good items that, yeah, seems weird. I mean, field of view sliders, brightness control, and contrast control seems like they should have been there, to be honest. DLSS, okay, fair enough, they're adding that after the fact. But it's good to see that that Bethesda, they got some criticism from the community. They listened to it and said, okay, guys, that's fair. We put this on our highest priority list and let's get this done, because clearly that's something people have been asking for. So thumbs up from here. I'm looking forward to that update. We don't have a specific date for it, but again, as I said, they were planning to do regular intervals. So they said 2 weeks. There was 2 weeks from the launch to first. So if they follow that that pattern, then we should expect to see the next update coming at the end of the month. Whether that update will have all these items or just some of the items, I don't know. Hopefully by the end of the month, we should know a little bit more about that. Moving over to Star Citizen, update 320 is now in wave 5 on the PTU, and we're running stress tests. So we're really at the end of this PTU phase. Meaning that we are getting it over on the live servers really, really soon. Again, as always with CIG, we don't have a specific date. They always tell us like 5 minutes after the update has launched, where they say, oh, by the way, guys, we launched this update now. We're taking the servers down. They usually don't really give us any kind of heads up. So it could be any time, really. But it is in wave 5. That means it's public access. Everybody can go in. Everybody who has a game pack can go in and can play with the 320 PTU now. And another very, very big update. No wipe for 320. That is something a lot of people have been asking. Will there be a wipe? No, there will not be a wipe. Money, ships, everything you buy in game should still be there after this update, which is nice to see. So you can go ahead and you can farm all your credits in Star Citizen if you want to, because they should be staying over to the 320 update, and therefore potentially also all the way through to 321. We'll see if that's going to be a wipe there or not. But for now, no wipe, and it should hit the live servers, I'm going to guess this month, so within the next couple of weeks. Now that leads me to the live stream tomorrow, usual time and place, YouTube here, 7 o'clock GMT. I've been playing a lot with base building lately. I want to do something else this time around though. I'm planning to dive into shipbuilding. I've only briefly just scratched the surface of it, but I want to try to see if we can build a ship from scratch. Just strip it down completely and then build it up and see what we can come up with. I'm not really sure what type of ship I want to build. If I want to build something like a small fighter type thing, or it should be something big and massive, honking, or massive ship with whatever. I don't know. I'm not really sure. I don't really need to have all the crafting benches and stuff like that. The only thing that's really nice to have in there is a bed so you can heal up, and a chair for waiting. You can wait in the bed too, but just a bed at least would be nice. Everything else is just optional in my mind. And other than that, I just want as much shield, as many guns, and as much jump range out of that as possible. So we'll see what we can build. As I said, that's going to be tomorrow. We're going to be playing around with it. So if you want to learn it together with me, again, it's going to be a learning process, just as it was with base building, where I'm going to be learning it together with you guys. Then drop by the live stream tomorrow at 7 o'clock GMT right here on YouTube. I hope I'll see a lot of you guys there. Thanks a lot for watching, and also next time, I'll see you guys in space.